Hey, how you doing, folks? This is the first episode of my podcast, Zoogleplex. I've been wanting to do this for a really long time. For the first episode here, it's just me. These aren't only going to be 15-20 minutes. This one might be even shorter than that. And right now, I'm just going to do a bit of an introduction for people that may not know me. My intentions for this is to go straight to YouTube, but I'm using a different app to record this, so it may, be on more than one place. It may go on VidlyTube, I'm not sure. Of course, if it's longer than 20 minutes, I won't be able to. So, hello. I have a little bit of a setup here, but I'm not really sure, to be honest. Phone might be too far away from face. I should test it, to be honest, but it's gonna be alright. We're gonna make it through this. So, for the people who do not know me, I joined YouTube 4-ish years ago. Since then, I've gotten a little bit popular. I have around 115 to 120 subscribers, which is a good amount to me. That's slowly increasing, of course, but each video gets 15 to 20 views, which is a lot higher than what it used to be. Despite this, my most viewed video only has 200, but for me that's a lot. It doesn't really matter, to be honest, as long as I enjoy the videos, which I do. I don't care. So we have a few topics here. I don't really have any notes or anything, so kind of just going off the top of my head here. So see you soon. So I just noticed that for the first part I did, because I'm doing this in parts, that I said goodbye like that was gonna be the whole podcast. Don't worry about it. I'm retarded. But yeah, here we go. The first thing I'm gonna talk about is gonna be really cliches of Michael Jackson, because today was the 10th year anniversary of his death. I honestly don't really remember much of him being alive. Of course, I can watch his videos and stuff. I have that much, definitely, but I was only like 4 or 5, maybe 6 years old whenever he was, alive. I was a little shit, so. I mean, he was a really good artist, of course. He made great music. And, well, long periods of silence. I'm not used to talking for long periods of time, but he made a lot of hits. He made a lot of money. I think most artists today can only wish to be like him. So, overall, this reminds me of the music that I've made, which is really bad, actually. I think from this point onward, I'm gonna try and change up the way I'm making music right now, because it's kind of dull, But that's going off track here. So, well, of course, you can't really have a bad opinion about Michael Jackson, can you? It's like, he's just a pretty good guy. There's all these allegations, of course, which, I mean, no one really knows if they're true or not. There's probably some evidence proving and disproving it. And everyone likes to keep a good opinion of him, me included. Yeah, he's a good guy, making music. People's gonna be listening to it for the next 100 or so years. So, if you noticed, I ramble a lot. That's because I don't like scripted videos. I tried scripted videos at one point, and I absolutely hated them. I actually did a test recording of a podcast 7 or 8 months ago, and I actually partially scripted. It had like a really tight outline for what I wanted. It was awful. It was so bad. If I can find the recording, I might end up playing it or something, but yeah. So that was me rambling. Well, supposed to be talking, but more rambling about Michael Jackson. So next segment is coming right up. Hey guys, this is a second take of this segment. So as things are being paced a little faster. I'm talking about one of the YouTube channels I've been competing with. Everyone's familiar with YouTube, at least some part of it, of course. So I don't feel that bad talking about this, especially since it's probably going on YouTube. But it's a channel called Cool Vids for Kids. So my channel and Cool Vids for Kids have been interacting for a long time. We were created around the same time. We're like sister channels, basically, like yin yang type situation. And basically, we just want to talk about, of course, now we're really friendly channels. We interact with each other constantly. Like, we're friends in real life too. Me and the guy who runs Cool Vids for Kids, so it's all cool. But that's not how it always was. In 2016, 2017, we're like neck and neck. Like, we were still friendly towards each other, of course, but it's definitely a competition, kinda. We did this really embarrassing thing. We were like 12 whenever we did this, so keep that in mind. This is late 2016, I think, maybe early 2017. But what we did was we had a YouTubers election. From what I remember, there was like 3 or 4 people in it, but it really just ended up being me and Cool Vids for Kids. I had around 600 votes, and he had around like anywhere from 500 to 700, which is really weird now I think about it, because like the voting pool was our school. There was only like 150 people there. So I think eventually we just started double counting votes. We'd count people on the internet and commenting on our videos. So that's a vote. Count it down. That got out of hand, of course. In reality, I think someone actually got quote-unquote elected. I think it was Cool Vids for Kids. My friend, John. It was like August of 2017, somewhere around that time. We might have been August 2016. It was in August, that's all I remember. He said, okay, I am the president of YouTube for a year now. And by a year, we were laughing at ourselves because of how stupid that was. That's how things are, basically. I think it's a good idea, and then next year, you're pissing yourself because you realize it's a terrible idea. But yeah, if you're on YouTube, check them out. Search Cool Vids for Kids. There aren't any channels like that. It'll correct you to Cool Videos for Kids, which is sensible because there's always the moms and stuff. Videos getting billions of views because they have little Jimmy can sit in front of the tablet watching it 17 hours a day while you're smoking crack or something. So yeah, that's Cool Vids for Kids. We're going to the next segment. Okay, next thing here, I have a question for you guys. Do you remember the channel Ray William Johnson? I mean, most of the, let's say, 20 or 30 people who are gonna ever watch this would say yes, because it was the biggest YouTube channel for a good 2 years. The reason I'm bringing this up, well, one, I need ideas, and two, I still watch Ray William Johnson, ironically. People can say what they want. It's probably like a nostalgia thing because I used to watch it as a kid all the time. But I genuinely like Ray William Johnson. And I've watched it for 7 or 8 years now, probably more than that. I just don't know why it stopped. Well, internal struggles, of course. The Maker Studios scandal or whatever. So, I mean, I get why it happened, so. Kinda wish it wouldn't, though. Like, in the back of my mind, I'm always thinking, should have made more of these. If I remember correctly, they kinda did with a different host, and it was, like, significantly worse. And it wasn't the host's fault. I think it was, like, bad production or something. Yeah, but anyways, that went down the shitter pretty quick. It was only 5 years. Maybe 6 years, actually. Yeah, but he was definitely the biggest channel. Him and Fred. There was other channels. It was like Lonely Girl 15, stuff like that back then. Those were all the rage. Everyone was watching that. Those channels are still popular now, and they're popular back then, like Shane Dawson and basically just Shane Dawson. So overall, the late 2000s, early 2010s, like the best time for YouTube, in my opinion. I'm not gonna say PewDiePie ruined it, but back then, it's like Gamer Bro, whatever stuff, flooded YouTube. There's all kinds of copycats. It was so bad. 2013, in my opinion, 2014, YouTube was unwatchable. Because everyone was acting so dramatic. And that's still there today. And all the serious YouTubers are talking about like the same things nowadays, so there's only a little niche of people I actually watch and enjoy thoroughly. I think most would agree with me on that, but I'm not sure. I'm not omnipresent. I don't know other people's thoughts. So, well, yeah, I guess that's it for this segment. Hey there, we're having a bit of an intermission here. I just wanted to say that the pacing for this may be really weird, because one, there's a lot of second takes, because I'm being honest, I'm recording this in my bathroom right now, because I have a kind of small house and there's nowhere to go. Second of all, well, I was going to continue on the stuff. Yeah, the pacing may be really weird, because I'm treating this as if I'm recording a video and editing it together, but you really can't. So, it's not a normal podcast, really. It's like a demon child. But I kind of like it. And you should too. That'll be all. I just wanted to say that as time progresses, I'll get a setup. I'll get like a table, some chairs, maybe a microphone. I'll invite guests over. Yeah, the pacing will get a lot longer. All the segments will be a lot longer. Consider these the humble beginnings of sorts. And now what I was going to actually talk about was Apple, 3 weeks ago, I believe, released a new iPod Touch for the first time in 3 or 4 years. A lot of people are thinking, why? I mean, me not really. I think it was kind of a good idea, because you have all these leftover parts. They can just build something they already know how to build with better parts for the same cost. There's this kind of conspiracy theory about this, that the whole reason they did it was because they have leftover headphone jacks. I think that's just like a joke or something. I don't know. I'm stupid. Yeah, but the 32 model one is only $200. I think you can get like a 128 and 256 gig one for $300 and $400 respectively. That's ridiculous, because it's basically an iPhone 7 for $200. If people could do that like 2 or 3 years ago, Apple would, one, probably be losing a lot of money. And, I mean, everyone would have an iPod Touch. Because they'd be like the best of the best, right? Yeah, but it's basically just an iPhone 7 with a headphone jack, and they ripped that all out, put it in an iPod Touch 6th generation case. I like that design, honestly. A lot of people don't. They say it's too small. I'm used to small phones because I'm poor. No, but I never liked bigger phones, basically like using a small tablet. And I don't like tablets. Well, I'm fine with an iPad, but like a Nextbook or whatever, if you remember those, hate them. So yeah, that leads us to the final question of why. Well, to reiterate the same question we had at the beginning, why did they do it? I mean, no one could really know. It's like a bunch of corporate willy-nilly. Really, no one knows why a company does what they do. It's all a bunch of government conspiracies. Turning the frogs gay and stuff, yeah. Believe me, I would know a lot about that. So, yeah, I think that'll be it for a little iPhone discussion here. Now I'm going to talk about something that's been getting on my nerves a lot recently, last couple of months. What's with all, like, the Reddit channels? You know, the ones where they just have the robotic voice. Or, once in a blue moon, there's a guy that's actually reading them. Which, if you can find those are pretty good channels, to be honest. But most of the Reddit reading video channels are the same thing. And the mother unit, the mastermind of all of this, is the r/entitled parents thing. I hate that. At first, just hearing the same stories reiterated with the same annoying robotic voice saying it once in a blue moon, a half the time annoying human voice saying it is fine at first, right? But then after 2 weeks straight of nothing but entitled parents from 72 and a half different channels, it kinda gets on your nerves, doesn't it? What I figure is that one channel just did it, and they made like 1 million views or something, and made like their $20 of ad revenue you can make from YouTube. So everyone did it. Now everyone's making a living off entitled parents. Even though there's not that many, and most people just make up stories. So that I've legitimately gotten mad at that multiple times. Just seeing the entitled parents videos, you know. There's all kinds of other ones like Pro Revenge, Nuclear Revenge, I think's one. They were all fine at first, but they get on your nerves so bad after just constantly seeing them. Your feed getting filled with nothing but r/entitled parents over and over again. Part 50, part 60, part 69, 420. Just lay off. I'm not going to click on your video and give you 85 cents of ad revenue, so lay off me. Yeah. It's like a fucking doomer now. Just a lot of science stuff. But now I'm really mad I don't know what to talk about. Yeah, but there's a few Reddit reading channels that are good. Toad Films, that's one. They make a couple of good videos. Luke Narwhal, that's a really small channel, but their Reddit videos are actually pretty great. I watch those because they do so much variety. Yeah. Diamonds in the rough. So our little short journey here has to end. If all goes right, I might put a little bit of music over this or something. I'm not sure yet. So, tell me, how's it been? Probably bad, right? I'm gonna try and improve. Overall. Because I know First one's always either the worst or one of your best ones, depending on if you hit that niche. But yeah, that was Zoogleplex. That was this day's, week's, months, years episode. Thank you for listening, and that will be all for me. See you, mates.